Welcome to the Trusted Bridge Capital monthly video series entitled Know What You Own. I'm your host, Eric Jefferson, and for this month, we're going to discuss a position that was recently added to a handful of portfolios. It's an investment that owns underlying physical gold mining companies. I'm going to talk through first what that is, the differences between gold and owning gold miners. As well, we'll leave you with a few thoughts as to why we think now a very opportune time to invest in the asset class. Now, before we get started, we have a few quick words from our legal team. With that, we can begin. As I'd like to, want to first start by discussing the reasons to own physical gold. As you can see here, first and foremost, it has a low correlation to traditional stocks and bonds. That makes it a very good diversifier, which is something that makes it very attractive during periods of volatility. That defensive nature of gold tends to appreciate as capital markets are volatile, creating a smoother overall investment experience. Additionally, gold is also known for its abilities to hedge against inflation, as do most commodities. As well, it also has an inverse relationship with the dollar. A dollar in many parts driven by interest rates, driven by monetary policy, near all-time highs at present. Something wouldn't be surprised if we do get a little bit of a reversion to the mean there. I would expect that to be a natural tailwind for the price of gold. Now we think about owning gold versus gold mining companies. Now, first and foremost, gold mining companies are going to be very highly correlated with the price of the underlying commodity. That being said, mining companies are in fact companies. They have management that can very drastically impact profitability. That can be both good and bad. So if gold prices are low, management can make those decisions to cut cost in order to maintain earnings. Vice versa, poor management could lead to excess and unnecessary spending that could negatively impact earnings during periods of high gold prices. Also, when we think about the fact of owning individual companies, there are some idiosyncratic aspects to factor in. First and foremost, we think on the geopolitical front. If a gold mining company has a mine stationed in an emerging market, in a country with less strict governmental policies, you could see some very unfortunate changes with respect to being able to continue operations and any unexpected taxes that may be levied against those mining companies. As well, they are companies at the end of the day. They have to, as opposed to owning the physical bullion, they have to go out, they have to hire workers, retain those workers, train them, contribute to 401ks, everything else that a company will provide separate from the actual physical good it delivers. Now, you think about why you would want to own, particularly in today's environment. You may recall late last year we added gold into the portfolio. That's a position that has done, by and large, fairly well since it was added. However, we recently made the shift to gold miners. First and foremost, in essence, to get levered exposure to the price of the underlying commodity. As you can see here, over the last 10 years, if we look at the annual returns for physical gold and for global gold mining companies, those tend to be on par. The one trend that you will notice, generally speaking, obviously there are some exceptions, but in years where gold is up sharply, gold miners tends to be up about 1.5 to 2 times that. Vice versa, if gold is down sharply, you tend to see more volatility in those mining stocks. I think if we look at a year like 2019, a perfect example, gold up 18%, gold mining companies up just shy of 50. Same thing, you go back to 2016, gold up 8%, gold mining companies up 58. So if you have a strong thesis for gold, which we do at present, gold miners, we believe, probably not a long-term holding per se, one we think very attractive from a tactical standpoint, expecting a little bit of a pop here in gold prices. Now, thank you for spending your time with us today. As always, please encourage you to submit any questions or comments to me directly. I have our contact information up on the screen. Have a great rest of the day. Take care.